the chairman of the chairmen of ADC, African Democratic Congress.
Dear ADC family and friends, today, a federal high court in Maitama, Abuja nullified
case when I was saying that, do you have a plan A, B, C, D, and that these court cases to advise that it was not appropriate to go into a party that was already fractured. That's not the judgment in that matter, is it? The judgment, that's the judgment in that matter. That is the judgment.
This judgment, what it actually did was that the so-called Congress,
Hello guys, welcome back to Chaka Film. If guys are not taking Peter Obi and Kwankwaso might not contest for this forthcoming general election if they did not change a political party. Why did I say so? The Federal High Court have just made their pronouncement that the INEC should not recognize the man-led fashion of the ADC, and that means the Congress head by David Mark and co is null and void. And at the same time, a new fashion has also emerged and is being led by one Temitope Oga, who claimed to be the chairman of all chairman of ADC. So in this video, there's a lot to unpack. And we'll begin with the video of this new fashion chairman. And for those of you who might have watched it, please hold on, because there's a lot of video, there's a lot to go so that we'll come to the conclusion where everybody in ADC should come to a new political party. So before we do that, please, if you are new to my channel, hit that subscribe button, click on the bell icon so that when I drop a new video, you will be the first to be notified. Thank you. So let's watch this video.
Temitope Oga, the chairman of the chairmen of ADC, African Democratic Congress.
For the state chairman or which one now?
For the state chairman.
Okay, you are representing which zone?
I'm representing of all the chairmen of ADC, both in Nigeria and diaspora. Okay. The case came just because we told them that the way they instituted the case is not, the way they instituted the Congress is not in order. There is a constitution of ADC, and that constitution, they did not follow the constitution before they start the Congress. And we had tried to advise them to stop it. Personally, I went to David Mark, talked to him, I talked to the other leaders. This is not how we're supposed to do it. But they continue, they go ahead. Even in their kangaroo, according to the way court pronounce it, of their confession, have been null and void. So I told them that now they ask us to go back. We, chairmen, we are the one that have right to do Congress. The Congresses from the state is duty of chairmen. So after that chairman, then we are the one now to do it now, according to the court pronouncement this morning.
So you mean what David Mark and Bala are fighting is baseless?
It's baseless. Two of them are not, they are illegal. Two of them are illegal. Because David Mark was an acting chairman. He have not been a substantial chairman. They have not confirmed him. No convention have yet confirmed him. Also, Bala also himself have resigned from this political party. I don't know why he's coming back again, because he see the trend of things. We, the chairman, are the substances considered of the ADC now, according to the pronouncements of the court this very morning.
But you are aware of the Supreme Court judgment that is pending and probably will be read anytime.
That one is, they are arguing between themselves.
The new chairman, which is the Temitope Oga, claimed that he went to David Mark and told David Mark that what you're about to do now is not legal. Since David Mark was a caretaker chairman, he was never nullified or approved by the Congress, so he does not have the right to conduct a Congress. Now, to buttress this issue, I want us to listen to the lawyer of Temitope in this press conference, and to the extent of what this judgment has done to ADC. So now let's watch this video.
This judgment, what it actually did was that the so-called Congress they conducted last month, has been nullified, and the convention has been nullified by the courts because they did it in violation of the constitution of the party, and that's why the court said that convention cannot hold. So what it means is that the tenure of the state executive committee, the tenure of the state working committee of the party is still intact. So whatever they did, the charade they did last month, court just described it as kangaroo, So it's an effort in futility, and so they are not for Bala and they are not for David Mark. They are for the interest of the party, which the court has just upheld today. My name is IG Ogugwa. Ikem Gabriel Ogugwa. Yes, thank you to the plaintiffs.
We've listened to the fashion of the new fashion of ADC, the Temitope fashion, Temitope and the lawyer. Now it's time back to listen to a neutral voice so that we can make our judgment if really ADC, those people in ADC now should move to a new political party even before the final judgment from the Supreme Court, because that is today also. Let's listen to this interview of Sheung and Oshoma in China TV. Shoma is a legal expert, and his contribution to this issue will make you come to this decision to say that all members of ADC now should move to a new political party. So now let's watch this video. Thank you.
From the Senator David Mark side of the divide. And the reason why I called for a legal perspective to this is for our viewers and Nigerians to understand the implication. As though the parties involved knew that this was going to happen. So there was a legal plea to the Supreme Court and to the CGN to say, please, for the sake of us being on the ballot, make sure that there is a speedy trial or there is a speedy hearing of this matter so that it doesn't take away the chances of the ADC and the Senator David Mark leadership to be able to be part of this election. Now, the ruling today is not conclusive as far as the law is concerned. That's not the judgment in that matter, is it?
That's the judgment in that matter. That is the judgment in that.
That's the final, that's the verdict of that matter.
Of that matter.
And that verdict is, so that verdict is to the extent that David Mark led ADC is not the authentic leadership. Is that what it means?
Yes, that's what it means. That those state executive members that were excluded ought not to have been excluded. That their tenure is still subsisting.
It's a 4-year tenure. And
yes, there's a 4-year tenure. It is still subsisting. Now, even though by their books, it will expire, it will lapse on the 13th of May. So, and now the quagmire is this. They also cannot conduct congresses because the time to issue notices, the 21 days notice to INEC had lapsed, because if they issued 21 days notice, their tenure would have expired by 13th of May. So that would mean that they also do not have the powers to conduct congresses, so it's a bigger problem. And then for the Supreme Court, it's a valid prayer by the David Mark-led faction to say, please, grant accelerated judgment. Accelerated hearing was granted in the matter because within the time that the appeal was entered and the time briefs were filed, you can say was an accelerated hearing. But because they have between now and 30th of May to submit to conduct primaries, the political parties have between now and 30th of May to conduct primaries. So David Mark faction wants to know their fates, whether to, remain in ADC or to move en masse to another party. So they want.
Now we've listened to both of them, to the neutral voice, and also to the new fashion voice. And you'll be asking, why is it now that ADC, or why didn't ADC see this coming? The man-led fashion did not see this coming. And you can see the plea in this next video I'm about to play. from Sheung, where he said that during his interview with Atiku, he asked this question: what if plan A failed? What is plan B? What is plan C? And you can see the pain in his eyes, because he codedly, I would say, he was a supporter of the new opposition party, but they have disappointed him. So I want us to watch this video for sure.
I wasn't wrong in any case when I was saying that, do you have a plan A, B, C, D, and that these court cases, and I was warning that time as if I knew that this was going to happen. And if the accusation that, because the allegation were that Kachiku are spoilers, and that the APC and President Bola Tinubu are behind the destruction of the ADC. And if those were the signals, if you say the APC and President Bola Tinubu are behind your problems, and I said that time that leave this sheep. It's a banana peel. And I hate that this is happening again, and this is occurring. My warning, it looks like it's making me look like a prophet. I warned and I warned and I warned.
So you said this thing, you reiterated this long before now. I think sometimes last year, when you advised that it was not appropriate to go into a party that was already fractured in different directions. As far back as 2022, 2023, Dumebi Kachuku had been in court. Honorable Abejide also had been in court with Ralph Wosu for the soul of this party. These issues were already there, even before the David Mark-led faction moved into the party. And I remember you warning succinctly that you don't go into a party with multifaceted litigation and expect that all will be well. Certainly, election in Nigeria being a royal rumble, your opponents are going to find ways to push you out of the ship, and or find ways to ensure that they puncture your ship so badly that they might even sink before you take off. So, and this is what is happening now. And it's quite unfortunate that if it was just about the fact that the party was so organized that APC is looking for a way to disorganize it, then it would have been a separate case. That you bought a party that is so disorganized and now giving opportunity for your opponents to gang up with some of your members and then find a way to sink it. It's for me, I think this
is not looking good at all, isn't it?
They are too experienced for this kind of to allow this kind of mistakes. I think they are too experienced for this, and it's quite unfortunate that it is happening. And I just pray that they are able to find alternative, because there is no time. They have between now and 30th of May to conduct primaries. Anyway.
So having watched all this video, do you still believe that Peter Obi and co should still stay in ADC and wait for the final judgment of the Supreme Court today? Or do you think they should start moving to a new political party? But in my own case, I would say that they should wait till the final judgment of the Supreme Court today. And after that, if the judgment did not favor them, they should move to a new political party. If I were to even be in their shoe, I believe I would be moving to a new political party by now. Because a lot of issues are still there, they will have to still face in court. The moment they fight one and win one, another ugly head will come out and claim a new story. So to be on a safer side, it is better that they move to a new political party that does not have baggage, that does not have any court cases, no leadership issues. That should be the next. They should be looking for that. If they haven't done that yet, I will be disappointed in them. They should have done that, or they might have done it. Maybe they were just waiting for this final judgment, or they are waiting for the Supreme Court judgment. And if the Supreme Court judgment does not favor them, they will definitely move to a new political party. So you guys will stay tuned and I will be following it. Once the Supreme Court made its final judgment today, and I will update you guys. That's how I will follow it. So I will be leaving you guys here. But before I go, please guys, if you are new here, hit that subscribe button, click on the bell icon so that whenever I drop a new video, you will be the first to be notified. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.